We're dealing with a great topic. We're in chapter 7, the law of action. And for those of you who don't have a copy of our book, the Black Book Club, thank you so much. I know that you all promote our book a lot, and thank you so much. Our book, of course, is available on Amazon, most online sites. I actually bought it from Walmart. Okay. And of course, we have a special site, www.the12uls.com. That's www.the12uls.com. Today, our topic is success planning, and we're really following this sequence because this is that time of the year when we start to prepare for the new year, when we're looking forward to creating a new year that's better than the one that we just finished. We're completing now one where we achieve our goals, realize our vision, and live our purpose. One of the key elements to making that happen is success planning. So, reading from page 134 and 135, success planning. The goals you set for yourself should represent your vision and your deep desires in life. Whether you realize your vision depends on your ability to systematically and consistently attain your underlying goals. Whether you realize your vision and attain the things you desire really depends on your ability to systematically achieve your goals. If you are not systematically achieving your goals, guess what? You will not get the results that you deserve and desire. The most important element in attaining your goals is the formation and execution of a definite plan that works, a definite practical plan that works. A success plan is an organized course of action that allows you to produce desired results. Let me read that again. A success plan is an organized course of action that allows you to produce results. You know, so many times we look at our life as separate from business. But in many senses, your life is a lot like a business. Whenever you go to get a loan to make your business successful, the first thing they ask you for is, what is your business plan? Similarly, in life, in order to achieve the goals that you desire, you must have a life plan, a success plan. And in chapter 7, that law of action, we talk about how to formulate a success plan to create the things that you desire. The desired result to be produced, is the attainment of your goals and the realization of your vision. Producing results reflects your ability to organize your time, plan your work, and work your plan. Let me read that again. Producing results reflects your ability to organize your time, plan your work, and work your plan. To construct a great skyscraper requires an accurate blueprint, and that the blueprint is diligently followed by the builders. I remember they were building a house up the block, and the construction crew, really did not totally understand the plans. I saw the blueprint for the house, and I looked, and the doors were put on backwards. So they didn't know how to read the plan. They didn't know how to execute the blueprint. Similarly, in life, once you have a success plan, it must be one that lays the foundation for your goals, but also one that can be executed diligently. The blueprint is a tangible representation of the vision of the skyscraper in the mind of the architect. Your success plan is a tangible representation of the vision of your life when you achieve that which you seek. Your success plan is the blueprint of your own vision. It is a tangible representation of the ideas and thoughts that make up your vision. If you diligently follow your success plan, you will get the desired results, attain your goals, and realize your vision. Now doesn't that sound very simple? Well, it is. It's like a GPS. Your GPS can tell you and take you exactly where you want to go. You don't need to understand anything about the electronics and the positioning satellites and all that. All you know is you know where you are and you tell it where you want to go and it calculates the path. Your success plan is your success GPS. If you diligently follow your success plan, you will get the desired results, attain your goals, and realize your vision. Constantly monitor the productiveness of your plan. Evaluate the productiveness of your plan on a daily basis. And sometimes you really have to look at it on an hourly basis, but for most purposes, on a daily basis. If your plan works, double your efforts for even greater results. Do not waste time on a plan that does not work. If your plan does not lead you on a continuous step-by-step journey toward your goals, then it does not work. If it does not work, then replace it with a new plan. If the new plan does not work either, replace it with another plan. But the caveat here is this: give each plan sufficient time to work. In other words, when you execute your plan, when you get to the end result, you should be able to say, I did everything I could with what I had to do it with to get the results I'm seeking. Once you've done that, and truly that's the fact, in other words, you have executed that plan to the best of your ability for as long as it takes, and yet the results do not come. When that happens, get a new plan. Sometimes you may have to get help. Einstein said insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. Many times when our life plans do not work, our ego will keep us from getting help, from asking somebody who's been there. So if your plan does not work, replace it with another plan, get some input from somebody who's been there. Continue to monitor and evaluate your plan until you find the right one that works for you. I think Steve Harvey was telling about how to become a millionaire. And he was saying basically, learn how to make $10. Okay, my plan is to make $10. Done. Okay. Well, now learn how to do that 10 times. 10 times 10 is $100. Done. So now you have a plan that can make you $10, and you now also have a plan to make $100 because you have executed the next level of your $10 plan to do it 10 times to create 100. So now you have a plan that works to get $100. Learn how to do that 10 times. So now you have a plan that worked at 10, that worked at 100, and now you have $1,000. So you literally find a plan that works and keep building on it. So when you learn how to make 1,000, you do that 10 times, you know how to make 10,000. You do that 10 times, you know how to make 100,000. You do that 10 times, you've made $1 million. It all started with that $10 plan. Can you imagine if you quit and said it was too hard? So give each plan sufficient time and opportunity to produce desired results. Pay special attention to your own efforts in executing each plan. Be sure that you put in enough time and energy to give your plan a reasonable opportunity to work and produce desired results. If you half-step, your plan will be executed in a half-step fashion, and your results will be half-step results. Very often, you will find that your plan is sound, but it requires more time, more energy, more expertise, more resources to make it work. Then it's up to you. You have to make that decision now. Are you willing to increase your own commitment for your success? Are you willing to put in more time? Are you willing to give more energy? Are you willing to study and improve your expertise? Are you willing to commit your resources to work 2 or 3 jobs so that you have enough money to put into your plan to make it work? You know, I think very often about Hugh Hefner when he was developing Playboy. He had some interesting choices to make. He didn't have a staff. He didn't have an office. He had a home and an idea. He know he knew that he needed a staff, he needed an office, and he needed capital to make it work. So what did he do? Well, he made a choice. He gave up the home and lived in his office. He rented an office and lived in the office. Okay. He didn't have money to pay writers, so what did he do? He wrote all of the articles himself and put different names on them. He didn't have funds, so what did he do? He went to restaurants so that he could eat. Since he had a magazine, every restaurant wanted a good review. So lo and behold, he ate free. He needed models for his magazine. What did he do? He got a camera. Okay. So with a camera and a magazine, he attracted beautiful women who wanted to be models and be in his magazine. So what did he do? He took them to dinner. So he could really highball it at somebody else's expense, the restaurants, the others. So he made decisions congruent with his goals, and he was committed to make those changes and make those sacrifices. You see, once you plant the seed, you must be committed to do whatever it takes to make it grow until it reaches that point of maturity when you can eat from it, when you can get the benefits from it. So are you willing to make that commitment to your success, to increase everything necessary to make it happen? Or will you look for a plan that requires a lesser commitment of time, a lesser commitment of energy, a lesser commitment of expertise, a lesser commitment of your resources? The fact is, when you increase your commitment to your goals, you are looking towards success. You are creating a vibration that will attract success into your life. But if you accept a lesser commitment, oh, this goal is too hard, let me put in less time. Oh, it takes too much money, let me cut back on the money. Oh, I don't want to go to school to learn this computer stuff. Whenever you do that, you're heading for failure. When your commitment is high and you're willing to give even more, and yet your plan fails. Now, that's happened to many of us. I guarantee you that those of you who are watching this morning, there have been times when your commitment was high, when you knew what you wanted to do and you worked hard to get it done, and it did not work. But when that happens, work even harder. If your plan fails, ditch it. Get a new plan. Give your best efforts to make each plan work, and don't be discouraged by temporary failure. Now, this is a point, folks, that those of us who are on the success journey, and everyone who's listening this morning, I guarantee you, if you're up at this hour, you're on your success journey. Give yourselves a hand. When you are on your success journey, you will experience failure. You will experience disappointment. But know that there's no such thing as failure. Everything is a lesson. You either win or learn. Let me say that again. You either win or learn. So therefore, whenever you have a temporary setback, it's not a failure. It's an opportunity to learn. It's an opportunity to grow. In many instances, we literally fail our way to success Sometimes just out of sheer determination, you win by just refusing to lose. Sometimes you just hang in there longer than failure can hang. You know, when you watch some of the great boxing matches, you'll see matches. One I love, Muhammad Ali in the Rumble in the Jungle. George Foreman was whipping him. I saw that fight in those days. Used to go to the movie theater and watch it. And George Foreman was whipping his butt. I mean, left, right, uppercuts to the belly, to the side, to the head, to the face, to the nose. He was beating Ali down. But Ali refused to lose. He refused to go down. His only mantra was, I got to keep standing. I don't care what he throws at me. I got to take it and keep standing. Because by that seventh round or so, old George had punched out everything he had. He was virtually defenseless. His arms were hurting so much he couldn't throw another punch. He could hardly wave. So Ali's plan worked. Ali refused to lose, and with just a few punches, he dispatched George Foreman to La La Land. Most people experience failure because they're not persistent in developing new ideas to place those that do not work. Most people experience failure not because the plan is not sound, not because they don't have what it takes, but simply because they give up. They throw in the towel. I guarantee you that when Ali was in that fifth round, that sixth round, when he was getting beaten mercilessly, I watched the fight, and he was getting beat so badly, I didn't want to keep watching it. I decided I needed some popcorn. I walked out to go downstairs and get popcorn. I mean, if you look at the world mind will often tell you, you don't have what it takes. Throw in the towel, give up. Nobody's ever done this before. Can you imagine, what's his name, Roger Bannister, when he said he could run a 4-minute mile, and people told him, you're crazy. No way. They even had all of these physiological explanations for why a human being could not run a 4-minute mile. We weren't made to do it. Our muscle structure was not sufficient for someone to run a 4-minute mile, but yet he did it. Many times things are impossible until someone does it. So when you hear the word impossible, don't interpret it as a fact. Interpret it as impossible to date. It's not that it's not possible. It's just that it has not been done yet. Wow, folks, as we close out this morning, this Christmas Eve, I look back on this year, and I'm sure that you do the same, and look at your victories and look at your lessons. And give thanks that you're here to look at your victories and your lessons. Know that the best is truly yet to come. Know that if you follow the formula, write your vision, no matter how dark it is, no matter how disappointing things have been to date, you write the vision the way you want your life to be, the way you want it to look. Write the vision, make it plain upon tablets that you may run that readeth it. Because once you write it, you can make that plan. And that's it. When you fail to plan, you plan to fail. The plan, the victory is in the plan, folks. That once you've made that plan, then you have now the wherewithal to make the ultimate decisions, to take action. One of the scriptures says, be ye doers of the word and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves. And so once you make that plan, get busy, work at it, be committed to do whatever it takes for as long as it takes, and you will be victorious, knowing that you can be what you want to be, You can do what you want to do. You can have whatever you want to have, always knowing that the best is yet to come. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for our daily reading. We're going to take the next Christmas day off, and we'll be back on Monday with our next daily reading. We'd love to have you join our Success Mentorship Network. You know, this next year, this next elevation is going to require the harmonic vibrations of two or more minds working on one accord. And we'd love to have you as a part of the Success Mentorship Network. The link should be at the bottom of this video, but also you may go to www.patreon, that's patreon.com/Success Mentorship Network. Join us. You'll get access to all of our Success Mentorship calls, our daily readings, and much more. But most of all, you'll become a part of a community where we do our mastermind sessions, where we come together to support one another, to help each of us achieve our goals, live our dreams, and realize our purpose. And so it is, Dr. Herbert Harris saying, always, the best is yet to come. And so it is. Wow, thank you so much, Instagram friends. I see so many of you have joined us today. Tara, Afrothought, thank you. Thank you. Laura, Evel, great, great. Let me wave back at all of you, because you know the fact that you're up this morning means that you're committed. You're committed to do whatever it takes for as long as it takes. You're part of that team. You know, there's always a group of people that no matter what's going on in the world, no matter what the prognostication, no matter what the news says, no matter what the television says, there's always a group of people that succeed no matter what. They find a way to navigate the storms of life. So the same wind that blows the ship over, they adjust their sails so that it blows the ship faster. The same rumble and rain that rains upon the earth and creates floods and makes you want to run and hide, that same rain, they use it to fertilize their plants and fertilize their crop and make their flowers grow beautiful. That the fact that you're here, the fact that you have this consciousness, this vibration inside of achievement, this vibration inside of love for yourself, of love for your family, of love for your creator, of love and right relationship with all that is, you have the ability to create the life of your dreams. This is your year for success. This is your year to work hard. This is your year to be what you want to be, to do what you want to do, and to have whatever you want to have, knowing that the best is yet to come. Thank you so much for being with us this day. We'll see you on Monday for another day, another daily reading from the 12 Universal Laws of Success.